What's up, y'all? It's Anime Gamer back with another video. Today I'm going to talk about Monkeybranching. So I got quite a bit we'll get into, honestly, you know, that I know about this kind of topic and stuff. This is another problem. It's another major problem, to be honest. Like, and what I mean, like, major, like, I mean, it's pretty bad. Like, you know, it's not a rare problem. It's a pretty common problem. And, you know, anyways, you know, so we're going to dive into this, you know, and whatnot. But, you know, Monkeybranching basically, you know, it's kind of like the act, or, you know, actions like of lining up potential romantic interests, you know, even when someone's already dating somebody. You know, they can have dating apps. They're all just pretty secretive, you know, and talking to other, you know, even other people in person as well, obviously. And, you know, there's a lot of people who do this. There's a lot of people who do it. And, you know, you're probably wondering, is Monkeybranching cheating? And the answer is yes, it is. Monkeybranching is an emotional form of cheating. You know, and if they're meeting them in person, obviously, you know, then that's when we know what that is. But anyway, another thing too is, like, you know, I honestly can't say, you know, who does this more, men or women. I really don't know. I mean, I've seen it in both genders, so I can't really tell you which one is more. But yeah, wait, what do you mean? Like, what part was you talking about? Yeah, but like Monkeybranching, it is emotional cheating, and, you know, cheating is cheating at the end of the day. You know, they kind of call it like an emotional affair kind of type thing, you know, and I might do a video on that sometime, honestly, but they will do it with the dating apps, and oh yeah, they'll do it with the dating apps, especially with the dating apps, stuff like that, you know, and it's just not, it's not cool. It's not. But, you know, so what we're going to do is, you know, I'm going to explain a little bit more, you know, what Monkeybranching is. You know, so basically the reason why they call it Monkeybranching is because it's kind of like, you know, they are like a monkey, like swinging from tree to tree. You know, they're swinging from person to person, you know, partner to partner. You know, like, say a man's Monkeybranching, he's just swinging to different women. A woman's Monkeybranching is swinging to different men. I mean, it's bad stuff all around. I mean, I've been Monkeybranched before, and, you know, if somebody's doing that, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to keep it short and simple. Leave. Just leave. They're not worth your time. They're not worth your energy. And just leave. But anyway, you know, it's kind of like a metaphor, you know, when someone says Monkeybranching, but it's, you know, it's kind of like, you know, how they swing from tree to tree, basically, you know. So another thing too is, like, you know, that they all obviously have got unfaithful behavior. They're very unfaithful people, because if, you know, if they were faithful, they would not be Monkeybranching. They would not. They would not be doing this kind of stuff. And, you know, it really shows how they are, because, you know, like, they're no different than just a regular normal cheater. And I don't even know why this Punisher is just standing there, but whatever. Anyway, but yeah, you know, like, Another thing too is that they'll say, "Oh, you know, I've got a motive for doing it," you know, or something. They'll have a reason for doing it, and there's no reason to monkey branch anybody. I don't care who you are. There's no reason whatsoever, and you know, you know, some people will say, "Oh, they do it because of loneliness," and or you know, it could be like some emotional validation type stuff. And you know, those are excuses at the end of the day. You know, they obviously do not have the ability to commit to one person. They obviously can't take accountability for their own actions, obviously. This is another one. They can't take accountability for their own actions. So, I mean, you know, another thing too, like with monkey branching is, you know, it's like, if you've ever, you know, experienced this, you know, these people are seeking out, you know, relationships when they're pretty much already in one, and you know, that's not cool. That is a terrible way to be. And but anyway, you know, another thing too is like they'll say that there's benefits of it, like, you know, in like the job force, the workforce, career stuff, you know. So it's possible that, you know, that possibly many women do monkey branch, honestly. So it's possible women do it more. I don't, like I said, I don't really know which, either male or female does it more. I don't know. Yeah, it's just when you're you know, engaged in this type of behavior, it's not cool. I mean, like when all these women, like when I was telling the story not too long ago on another video, a couple days ago, the fact of, you know, when you know, like these YouTubers will stop them and be like, "Hey, you know, you faithful and all this," the man be like, "Yeah, that so I trust her, yada yada yada." And then when they say, "Oh, we've got this app, AI app that can bust a woman on a dating site and stuff," and you know, they start getting nervous, you know, because they're monkey branching. That's what it boils down to. Yeah, I kind of believe that too. I mean, I'm not going to say, because I don't really have the facts or the evidence to back that up, so I'm not going to say that. But I mean, I believe it because from what I've seen, I believe it, you know. But like, I don't really have any factual evidence of that, because, you know, there's probably many men who do this too. But yeah, I mean, I do agree with you. I mean, it probably is women more. But for the sake of the video, I won't give like a definite, defined answer of who does it more. So, but you know, basically what they'll do is, like, you know, when you things to look for when a person is monkey branching, you know, you got to understand how to recognize the signs and stuff, and you know that. This is what I've learned, so I can share what I've learned. If they've got like emotional distance, that could be one of the very first signs of monkey branching. Because if a man is with a woman and his woman is doing that, you know, emotionally distant, not good. It's not good, and, you know, more than likely, but probably about 99% of the time, some other man is involved in the picture, and, you know, it's just, she's waiting on the right time and everything, and kind of keeping this other guy around, just in case, you know, something falls through, stuff like that, and, you know, that's very sick behavior, honestly. But yeah, the partner will become emotionally withdrawn and less invested in your relationship, and, you know, they'll seem pretty distracted a lot of times, preoccupied, disengaged, you know, with either someone else or something else, you know, pretty much leaving the person they're with, pretty much feeling neglected, unimportant, doesn't matter, stuff like that, you know. So another thing, like the second thing I would honestly say is, like, you know, There will be frequent flirting. There will be frequent flirting. You'll notice this, like if you're in public, and I don't really necessarily believe, like, you should be like hanging out with like the opposite sex like that if you're in a relationship. I mean, if you're talking to somebody like from another country or something over the phone or something like that, I wouldn't necessarily say that counts, because it's not like hey, you can go outside and meet up and stuff, and I mean, yeah, you can do long distance, but most people don't do that. It's pretty much kind of the desperate people that do long distance, or someone who has intentions or plans to move over there, or they move to you, something like that. So I wouldn't necessarily say that would count, but another thing too is like, damn it. Another thing too is like, there'll be excessive flirting when they're in public with you, like in their social interactions, and it'll be overt flirting. That's what I would honestly say, like overt flirting. And, especially like, they'll do it behind your back, especially. And some of them are so brave, they'll just do it right in front of you. They don't really care, but, it's just, it can be a red flag, obviously, for that, because you're not supposed to be doing that if you're with somebody anyway. And the third thing I would honestly say is like, secret behavior, secretive behavior, secret behavior, however you want to word it. This is honestly the first sign, I figured out was secret behavior. More than likely, it'll be probably one of the first y'all figure out too, if you've ever been monkey branched. But basically, how it works is like, they'll be very secretive about where they're going, what's on their phone, their social media, their DMs, stuff about their day. They will not share those details with you. They won't tell you your plans. Very, a lot of secrecy. And more than likely, if there's some cheating going on, monkey branching going on, and yet again on that one, I'm going to keep it kind of short and simple. Leave. Just leave. Another one too, I would honestly say leave, is I would say the fourth one, in my own personal opinion, and probably a lot of other people, would be like decline in intimacy. This could be any type of intimacy. It could be cuddling, sex, kissing, whatever it is. It does not matter. Yeah, that's true too. Yeah. I plan on doing a video about stuff like that too. Yeah, it can be any type of intimacy, and they won't do it with you. They will not do it with you because more than likely they're wanting to do it with this other person. They're monkey branching as well. They're stringing them along too, and a lot. There'll be less physical contact, less affection. They'll definitely seem disinterested, obviously, and they'll seem disinterested in spending quality time together. It's a lot of things. It's not just sex, like a lot of people would say. It's emotional connection, and there's a lot more to intimacy than just sexual matters, But another thing they will do is they will lack of like future plans with you. And what I mean by that is they will not make future plans with you, and they will probably make plans with somebody else, or possibly the other person they're monkey branching, but it'll not be with you. And this is a red flag that a lot of people do miss, to be honest. They don't really pay attention to it, to be honest. You would think that people would catch on to this one pretty quickly, but no, they actually don't. Yeah, they will make future plans with their partner, and it's just no long-term goals, nothing, and they're more than likely considering a future with somebody else. So that one's pretty short and simple too. Another one, like I would say, the sixth one would be like, you know, talking about other people. And what I mean about talking about other people is the fact, like talking like a woman, if she's monkey branching, talking about other men. And, you know, when she does that, that is not a good sign, obviously. And, you know, basically what it is like, you know, they'll talk about other people they find intriguing, attractive. Like if a woman's doing it, she'll talk about other men like that. A man's doing it, he's going to talk about other women. And, you know, they're you know, they do not talk about you to these people, though. You know, they might even try to compare you with, like, others and talk about how much you have in common, you know, and stuff like that. And, you know, they're doing it because they want them romantically, and that is another form of thing to look out for if you're, you know, suspected monkey branching going on. You know, that's I would say that's another big red flag for that too. Another thing too is, like, you know, they will definitely prioritize new connections if they get them. That they will prioritize that way over you. And what I mean by that is the fact they will not care about the, like, attention from you at all. They would just keep talking about these new connections. Their priorities have shifted, and they'll cancel plans with you for them. And, you know, I can tell you now, if a woman cancels plans with you, if she does it once, all right, maybe something happened. But if she does it twice, it's best you leave. It's best you leave, because if she cancels the plans twice, she's not interested. She's stringing you along. She's just trying to keep you interested, you know, and it's something you should just walk away. So there's that, you know. And basically, you know, there's also kind of like 6 kind of like stages also separately from this. And it's, you know, it's kind of like it breaks down into like flirting, romance, consistent conversations, texting, hiding facts, you know, servicing problems, regrets, abandonment, disappointments, and walking out. All that stuff, look for it. You know, if you are, you know, kind of being monkey branch, you know, there are steps you can take, to be honest, you know, because you can seek professional help, therapy. You know, this is another one that more than likely a lot of people will have to go through therapy for. It's very damaging to, like, a person's, you know, way they view themselves or self-esteem and stuff like that. So, yeah, you're probably going to need some therapy on that. Another one, too, is, you know, set some pretty good boundaries, because, you know, define what you consider acceptable behavior, and then bad behavior. Do not reward the bad behavior, because if you reward the bad behavior, then you're just you're not going to solve anything. It's just they're going to say, hey, well, I'm getting rewarded for this bad behavior. You know, the Matrix rewards people for bad behavior all the time. And look, it just makes the problem worse. And it's not going to get better because of that. But anyway, yeah, so, you know, seek therapy if you need it, if you've been monkey branched. And another thing, too, is like, that freaking character did not even know I was there. But another thing too is like, you know, make sure you set boundaries on feeling respected, valued, and if they do not honor those, if they do not, show you, hey, I respect you or I value you in the relationship, leave. There's no point in staying, especially, like if you're a man, men do not like taking disrespect. That is like disrespecting a man is pretty much more, it's equivalent to cheating, to be honest. Like that I'm not even joking. Like it is equivalent to that. Like if a woman disrespects a man, that's it. In most cases that stuff's over. It's over. So it's like, don't be afraid to like seek professional help or nothing, and damn it, make sure you evaluate your relationship with them too, and, kind of sit, think, reflect, self-reflect, and stuff like that, I mean, obviously they're not going to do any self-reflecting or taking accountability for their own actions, obviously, so, it's the same thing I say about that in every other video. No, we shouldn't. I don't put up with it. I don't put up with a note from no woman, no man, nothing. I'm not doing it. If you don't respect me, if you're a man and you're trying to fight or something, I feel sorry for you. I'm not the strongest man in the world, but, I'm not going to be disrespected, I'll tell you that. And if you're a woman, goodbye. I'm not going to talk to you. I'm not going to put up with that stuff. And none of y'all should either. But yeah, make sure you evaluate the relationship, and make sure you take time to think about things, and because if you don't, then nothing's going to get solved. But make sure you evaluate it, whether it's built on trust and respect and emotional support, because if it's not, no, it's not worth it, so, but, yeah, I mean, another thing too is like, I talked a little bit about earlier, like about the monkey branching on like the dating sites and stuff. All men should, and if you're a woman, and you suspect it, go ahead, but I'm kind of talking to the men in this video more so, but, if you suspect, like a woman is on a dating site, make sure she's not, because if she is, you need to leave. Like, you need to leave, because a lot of people do this. They will stay on the dating sites. They will not delete them. They will actively be on them, trying to talk to other people, and it's just, it's not healthy. It's not, and these people will also keep their guard up about their phone, their computer, more than usual, obviously, so it's like, just don't deal with that kind of stuff. Sorry, I got hiccups. If you're dealing with that kind of stuff, I would honestly say seek a therapist. If you can find one that's any count, to be honest. I mean, I've never found a therapist that's any count, but if y'all have, good on you. I'm happy for you. I genuinely mean that. But, it's just like, because I talked a lot about that stuff in Phopology. Therapists even do this stuff too. And it's just, it's ridiculous. Like, I mean, but, another thing too is like, that they will, another thing they'll do is when they'll flirt and stuff, they will, a lot of times, like I said before, they will do it behind your back, but when they do it in front of you, it's like, they'll do it while they're in front of you, but it's like, it kind of in a sense like, oh, well, I'm doing this in front of you, but, you're not really there. kind of deal, and it's just like, really, really, like, is this honestly how it's going to be? Because that doesn't make sense. But monkey branching is very common, y'all. It's very common, and it's another one of those things that's just it's tough stuff to deal with, Like, I can't tell you how sorry I feel for these men and women that's been monkey branched, and it's just it's disrespect too, obviously, and don't take that crap. Like, don't even take that crap, because if a person's sitting here telling you, hey, so and so, that they do this and that, and they're constantly flirting and talking, and they shouldn't be flirting at all, to be honest. Not even once. Because if they're flirting once, they're going to do it again. I can promise you that. And it's very similar to cheating. Like I said, monkey branching is emotional cheating. So, and on a lot of occasions, it can even turn into physical cheating as well. So, I mean, it's kind of like a lose-lose situation, So, but yeah, I mean, make sure you look for a lot of these signs to avoid it. I mean, because it's a very crappy thing to do to somebody. It really honestly is. And, if someone's doing that, it really speaks about their character, as a human being, as a person. And it's just, they do not last long at all. These people who do this monkey branching stuff, it does not last long at all. But yeah, you're going to need some therapy. You're going to need some help, obviously, and because if you don't go and seek that help, you're just going to be in a world of hurt, and it's not going to be good for you. But another thing too is, like, you can't trust them. And, a lot of people's kind of like talked about, like, is monkey branching like similar to rebounding? And I'll talk about rebounding sometime, but no, they're different behaviors. They're not the same. Usually when someone monkey branches you, they're not really going to monkey branch back to you, so to say. They'll just be doing it to new people, honestly. So, don't really got to worry about that. So it's, yeah, the behavior is very emotionally damaging, obviously, and it'll erode trust away like rust on anything. Like, so, I mean, but yeah, make sure you seek, like, professional help on that, because it's some crazy stuff, but another thing too is like how to present it, is like, try to be open, clear, and honest, with people. If they're not willing to do that, don't even get with them in the first place. So, I mean, because if they're not doing that, it's a waste of time anyway, regardless if, they're monkey branching or not, or whatever, because if they're not monkey branching, they're doing something else, so if they're not monkey branching, they are going to do something else, something I've talked about, something I plan on talking about. But, like, it's a cold world that we live in out here, and it's a sad reality that people are monkey branching, and it's just really bad. But it's kind of like, when they're like talking to someone else, it's kind of like, they're on hold. Like, you get on like with a telemarketer or a business call, and they like put you on hold, and it's kind of like that in a way, you know, too. Like what, you know, because you'll be sitting here, you know, trying to talk about things. It's like, you know, hey, you know, they got someone on hold on the other line. They got someone on hold because they're monkey branching. And like I said, when they're doing that, just get rid of them. Just get rid of them. It is a form of cheating. It really honestly is. It's infidelity, you know, and it's just because see, here's the thing. This is the way I think about it. Now, besides like the other country situation. Now, if me as a man goes out and, you know, seeks to talk to some woman in the same town as me, around the same town as me, you know, something like that, you know, what does that say about me? You know, what would that say about me if I did that? Well, I could tell you what it would say, and it's the same way if a woman has a man, you know, if she's dating him, engaged, married, any of it. If she's talking to another man, what does that say about her? Well, I can tell you what it says about the both of them. What it says is the fact of, number one, they are not as serious as they're trying to let on, and two, if they're really serious, you know, because you'll hear like a lot of these things like, oh, you know, you're my world, and you know, you're everything to me, but yet these women are talking to other men, men are talking to other women. Those words there are in vain. They do not mean a damn thing. And, you know, because if you're a woman and you love your man, let me tell you something, you're not going to want to even talk to another man, you know, unless it's like, you know, maybe to like pay a bill or, you know, or something, you know, maybe at the grocery store or the checkout, you know, you're like, I just want to put my groceries up here and pay, you know, kind of like a short comes like that, you know. Other than that, you know, it's like, no. And the same thing goes for a man too, you know. So, ladies, if a man is doing this, he's not serious. He's not. And, you know, because, you know, if he really truly loves you, you should be all the woman he needs, you know. And there will be no room for monkey branching, or none of that, none of it. But you know, sadly, most relationships do not happen like this. Like, you know, if you chase a relationship like this, you will get called possessive. You will get called insecure. You will get called needy, clingy. Here's the thing, though. Besides the insecure thing, those are all good traits to have, to be honest. And what I mean by that is, like, I'm not talking about like the possessive type, like, oh, if I can't have you, no one can. I'm not talking about like stuff like that. Like, I'm talking about like, you know, you're possessive with like your man. You know, you're possessive with your woman. You know, like you don't want that. You don't want your woman around no other men, or you don't want your man around no other women. You know, that's honestly how it was back in the old days, you know. And, you know, never would a man leave his woman with a tribe of men. Never, because of what would happen. Those men, what they do is they will wait for that woman to let her guard down, and then bam, they know how to smooth talk and stuff like that, and bam, they've destroyed a family. The woman's committed infidelity. Same thing with a man. You know, you would never leave your man with a... You would never leave your man... You would never let your man go to, like, a strip club. You would never let your man go to, like, a place where there's like, a lot of women. Whether it be a bad place or a good place. Like, never. You would never do it. Because unless you just don't value him or care. You know, because... It's like, you know, things are going to happen, obviously, for one, and two, you know, he shouldn't be looking at other women like that, no way. Same thing for the woman. She shouldn't be looking at no other men that way, because, you know, if she really cares about this man, if he really cares about this woman, they are not going to do that. They're not going to do it, and, I mean, yeah, sure, they may be, like, say, like, talk about, like, maybe someone like some singer or something's pretty good looking or something, you know, and you know, and this can that can become a problem too. Like it really honestly can, because you know, and I plan to talk about that, you know, sometime. It honestly really can become a huge problem, and more so than not does it become a huge problem. So yeah, but I guess that'll probably wrap this video up on Monkeybranching, to be honest. So I mean, because I don't really have anything else to say. I don't that's coming to mind really, and you know, I'm just kind of just talking about what I know about it, and I've only, you know, been monkey branch like once or twice, and it's not something I've dealt with like a whole lot. So I believe it was 2 times, if I recall correctly. But yeah, you know, because yeah, it was 2 times. Because yeah, now I remember, you know, the second time I was like, hey, you know, this is going an awfully lot like the first relationship, you know. So this woman's monkey branching me, and come to find out, you know, I was right. But I mean, but yeah, you know, so that concludes this video. I hope y'all had fun tuning in. If you didn't tune in, you go watch it. You know, if there's any other topics, you know, that I don't have planned to talk about, or that I can't think of, and I know about it, you know, feel free to comment. You know, feel free to tell me what it is. You know, I do not mind to talk about it if I know what it is and stuff about it. Like, you know, because like, you know, these videos, they're unscripted, and I like talking about stuff I know about, and because like, you know, why would I just want to talk about something I don't know about, and you know, or know very little on, you know. So, but yeah, you know, just let me know if there's something. But I guess I'm gonna end this one here. I know I said it like 2 times already, but I hope y'all have a good day, and you know, God bless you all, and I'll see you in the next one.